Hi all, welcome to the third video tutorial of Apache Poi. In this video we are going to see how can we fetch a particular value from a cell. So in the last session we saw how can we retrieve number of rows and number of columns of a particular sheet, and we wrote two methods to fetch number of rows and number of columns. So now we are going to write a function to retrieve a cell value. So I can write here function to retrieve a cell value. So I can write here public, and I'll write here so string get cell value, and here I want to pass the row number and the column number as parameters. So I'll write here int row number and int column number, right? And also we need to pass sheet name, string sheet name. Okay, so same thing we have to write here. Okay, so sheet name we are passing, so basically we have to go to the particular sheet, then after that we have to go to a particular row. Okay, so we have to call this method get row, and here instead of 0 we have to write row number which we are passing as a parameter. Okay, then I can write here cell is equal to, so we have already declared the reference variable of cell interface, right? And it has been initialized to null. Okay, so now I am writing cell is equal to row dot get cell. We have something called as get cell, and here I can give the column number which I am passing. Okay, so which I am passing as a parameter, so that column number I have to specify here. Then I have to write, or I have to call one method called as get string cell value. Okay, so whatever the cell value is, I want to return it as a string value. So that is the reason I have to call this method get string cell value. Okay, so what I can do is okay, so we can write like this, then I can write here string cell value is equal to cell dot get string cell value. Okay, and I have to return it, return cell value. That's it. Okay, so let me do the indentation. Okay, so now to retrieve a cell value, all I have to do is I need to call this get cell value method. So let's go to testrunner.java. Suppose I want to fetch value, right, from each and every cell. So if you see our Excel sheet, let me show you our Excel sheet. So this is our test data sheet, right? So if you see, we have 4 rows. Okay, so your row index always gets started from 0. Okay, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and your column index also gets started with 0. So that means this particular cell, okay, has row number 0 and column number 0, and this one 0, 1. Okay, so when I come here, the value will be like 1, 0 and 1, 1. This will be 2, 0, 2, 1, like that. So what we can do is I'll put one for loop, because we have already retrieved the number of rows, right? So I can write like this: int row is equal to obj dot get number of rows, and here I have to pass the sheet name. Okay, similarly I can write here int column is equal to obj dot get number of columns, and here also I am passing sheet name as a parameter. Okay, then I have to put one for loop. I'll write like this: for int I is equal to 1, because if I give 0 then it will fetch the headers, right? I don't want the headers. Okay, and I'll write here I less than row. Okay, and I plus plus, I less than equal to row, I plus plus. Okay, and I'll put one more for loop for column value. So I can write here int j is equal to 1, j less than equal to column, and j plus plus. Okay, so now I can write here string, say cell val is equal to obj dot get cell value, and here I have to pass the sheet name, which is login, and row column. That's it. Okay, then I have to print it out. So I can write here system.out.println. So I'll remove this ln because I don't want a new line as of now. So I can just print like this cell val, and I'll concatenate with this pipeline delimiter. Okay, and so after one row is completed, okay, after uh, it finishes fetching the values from a particular row, I want to create a new line. Okay, so I can write here system.out.println, so that it will create a new line, right? So let me save it. So here actually we have to make 0, and this will be j less than column. Okay, and here actually we have to provide I and j. Okay, so let me save it. Okay, see, because as I said, our column index gets started with 0, right? So it has to be started from 0, and it will go till uh, 1, right? Because if you see, we have total number of columns 2, right? So we have 2 columns, so it has to be go till 1. Okay, so now if I run it, let's see. So we are getting all the values, right? So our first value is admin, so this is the username, and admin123 is the password, and we have got all the values. So the last value is beta user, and the password is beta8123, and we have got it, right? So this is how we can retrieve the cell values. So now let's see, like, how can we retrieve the cell value and we can use it in our application under test. Okay, so if you see, this is our application under test. Okay, Orange HRM application. So I want to test the login functionality, right? So I want to check, like, if I provide valid credentials, whether I will be able to get logged in successfully or not. And if you see, it has given the username as admin and password is admin123, and these values I'm gonna fetch from the Excel sheet. Okay, so how can we do that? So to do that, what I have to do is I just have to inspect these web elements. So let's inspect it. So it has ID, text username, right? So what I can do is I will comment this piece of code. Okay, and I will copy the code from our first script. Okay, where actually we are launching browser and we are navigating to the application under test. Okay, so what I can do here is I just have to change the application URL. So I'll go and change the application URL. So this is our application URL and I will paste it over here. Okay, so after that I can write here string username, which I am going to get it, right? And string password, this will also I am going to get it from the Excel sheet. Okay, after that I'll write here like enter username. So I can write here driver dot find element by dot id. Okay, because we have id locator available for that particular web element, so I can take this text username. Okay, dot send keys and I give username. Okay, then I can write here enter password. Okay, enter password and I can give driver dot find element by dot id. So id must be available for password edit field. Let's see. Yes, it has text password. Okay, then I can write like this and I'll write a dot send keys and I'll give password. So let's inspect login button now, and it has also ID. I'll take this ID and I can write here, click on login, driver dot find element by dot ID and I can write here login dot click, right? And I'll give some weight over here, thread dot sleep, say 5000 milliseconds. Okay, that's it, and it will throw an interrupted exception. So basically to retrieve values, I have to do the same thing which I did earlier. So I will create the object of Excel input and output, right? So what I can do here is I'll just take this, okay, and I'll write it over here. Okay, so after that I just have to call obj dot get cell value, and here I will pass login. Okay, and our value is present in 00, right? After that string password, right? So I can write like this obj dot get cell value, and this will be 01, right? And it will throw IO exception, so we'll just mention that. So our actual values are present in 10 and 11, right? So let me just save it. So let's run it. So our MS Edge driver has been started and we have navigated to the application under test and it has entered username and password and our login is successful. So this is how we can retrieve cell values from a particular sheet. Thank you for watching this video.